Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and breaking news, I quit Wuthering Waves again. And this isn't really something I wanted to share and make a video on, like at all. However, unfortunately I made the mistake of browsing my comment section on my last upload where I criticized the game majorly, and upon seeing all the brain deadness in the comments, I just had to make this video. In particular, this comment I saw from Winbell8641 is what made me start recording this. They wrote, I watched a bit of his stream, he didn't play the game, he paid people to leveled his echoes. He just played to see if there's Yuri lesbian. What does that mean? I don't know, I let you POP decide. So to answer your question, Winbell8641, what it means is that I only live stream or make these YouTube videos for money that I use to pay other people to play anime mobile games for me. And if the hoes in said anime mobile games aren't gay, then I don't play. I would think this would be obvious by now, but the amount of comments, disregarding the usual trolls insulting me, that's whatever. But the amount of comments from rovers being like, actually, Eango is being sarcastic. And I guess everything I said, I meant the exact opposite. Sorry, I shouldn't be laughing, but it's just so silly. Like, apparently I secretly love Wuthering Waves, a game I quit in 1.0, never make videos for, or stream at all, is my favorite anime mobile game, obviously. Now, I did log back in for 1.1, or was it 1.2, to summon Chong-Li, because the thing is, my account manager kept playing for me, which I was unaware of, so I was like, dude, stop logging in, and I felt bad compensated them more. Then just figured with the polls they farmed, I might as well summon for Chong-Li. So if we go to my built rovers and go to my Chong-Li, you can see she's my most powerful rover on my account. She's level 60, has a very powerful weapon, and then she's actually 12 out of 12 on equipment here. So overall, a very powerful white woman, and is for sure the heavy hitter on my account. I do actually like her quite a bit because before in 1.0 when I played through the story, I got more stuck in certain areas. Like, I think it was the Scar boss fight that took me a day of retrying. However, since I now have Chong-Li, I have been able to first try every story boss in 2.0 all the way through Act 2. And it's really been no problem at all, so she's for sure hard carrying me through the main quest in a major way. I also think she looks really cool. I like her hair and her eyes and just overall color scheme. Her boobs are too big and intimidating for sure, but I'm usually just staring at her back and swinging around anyway, so it's not a big deal. Anyways, I will show you all my other rovers. I got Carlotta at level 50. She is more powerful theoretically than Chong-Li, but I only have her at 9 out of 12 on the equipment here. Swan Wall is my next most powerful. Again, only level 50. Not that much of a powerful weapon, and then 8 out of 12 on equipment. Oh, and I almost forgot, but my Chixia is also leveled, actually level 60 here. I think I gave her weapon to Carlotta, and 8 out of 12 on equipment. So I used to be a Chixia main on the game release, as she was a very powerful rover that could defeat the bosses by either placing yourself in an untargetable position, or even just glitching the bosses onto the terrain, and either or you would just shoot them down for the next 30 minutes. However, since I've reinstalled the game for 2.0, it does appear every new boss will trap you in an unescapable force field, so now Chixia is honestly just quite terrible, and I for sure regret wasting my resources on this Ugo. I suppose the last thing I'll show you all is just my map progress. So there's all my progress. Actually, exploration percentage is a lot higher than I would have expected. But I did have a lot of omnipotent Indian fiber gamers play on my account for me. Anyways, for the rest of this video, I just wanted to go over my plans for quitting this game, and actually I'm going to log into another game because if I try to run around and talk while playing this game, I'm just going to get harassed by enemies. Like, I can already see if I take a step over there, I will get attacked. Over there, I got attacked earlier, and there's probably more enemies if I land down there. So yeah, I'm not gonna be dealing with that. Yeah, we are not dealing with that. Alright, see you all in a bit. Yo everyone, welcome back. So the first major reason I will be quitting Wuthering Waves, and I think this is a reason I've already alluded to a lot, but basically I just cannot beat the Sentry Construct. The Sentry Construct is a boss you're required to beat repeatedly in order to build the new omnipotent rover Carlotta, and the thing is, I learned from my Twitch chat last time I streamed is that apparently for some stupid reason Kuro Games made this boss resistant to Carlotta. So, like, in order to build the most powerful rover, you can't even use the most powerful rover against it. And even though my Chong-Li is a heavy hitter, the thing is she just can't do it alone, and I already explained that Chixia cannot cheese the boss, so I'm just kinda out of luck. Honestly, I just don't get why Kuro Games is so reluctant to add an easy mode into the game. Like, the 1.0 final boss was one of the most annoying gaming experiences I had in a while.
Bad time to keep it together.
Quit telling me I have bad timing, you hoe.
One more time.
Ow.
Bad timing.
This is way too, they need it. This game's way too difficult. Do you guys have any tips on how to win that? What was the issue there? Now, at least that boss was like the final boss of the 1.0 story, but the thing is, the Sentry Construct is literally just a farming materials boss, and it's even more difficult. Like, the Sentry Construct is just so flipping powerful, it's honestly unfair. And I guess now that I think of it, I'm not even on Act 3 yet, so I'm sure for the final boss of this Italy region, it'll just be some bullshit, and I would just rather not deal with it. Anyways, the next reason I will be quitting this game is due to the community's lack of respect for Carlotta. For those who do not know, Carlotta is the newest rover added to the video game and is by far the best one Kuro Games has added to date. And overall, I just feel like Carlotta represents a game-changing moment in Wuthering Waves as she offers us the first true taste of power. Like, while there are rovers such as Chong-Li who are powerful, the thing with Chong-Sneed is that she doesn't do anything game-breaking. Unlike Carlotta, who does do something game-breaking, and she can also literally solve puzzles across the map that other rovers cannot solve. Like, Carlotta is such a powerful rover, yet when I did a test poll on Carlotta or Zanny, who is her underling, well, the results were absolutely unacceptable. And I just feel like results like this will make Kuro Games be like, oh, I guess we'll just add more big boob rovers like Zanny, instead of adding rovers that are powerful, such as Carlotta. So I already feel like the Woo-Wall community and I just don't mesh well, just don't see eye to eye on things, and I guess now that I think about it, many comments that were claiming I was rage baiting also illustrates that. In my last video, I stated Wuthering Waves has a long way to go before it can reach the quality of the premier game that is Genshin Impact, and I think a lot of rovers were annoyed I called Genshin Impact a premier game. But the thing is, you guys, this is just classic American humor. Like, if I just said Genshin Impact is a higher quality game than Wuthering Waves, then that is a true statement. Like, no one would disagree with that. But the thing is, that's not a funny thing to say at all. Like, you're just stating a fact. Like, in American humor, especially the classic type, we like to take a statement that is true, such as Wuthering Waves is a lower quality than Genshin Impact. We like to take that true statement, but then subtly add, remove, or rearrange words to exaggerate the statement and make it untrue in other areas. Wuthering Waves is a lower quality than the premier game that is Genshin Impact. No anime mobile game is a premier game. So that's the joke. And I guarantee my American viewers were lolling at this statement in a major way because this is just a hilarious sentence. As you can probably see by now, comprehending classic American humor takes major mastery of the English language, and we Americans only learn English, so therefore we're really good at it. The problem is, I noticed from my YouTube analytics on my last upload and further research that a lot of Wuthering Waves audience is from countries with less mastery of the English language. Therefore, I feel like classic American humor in the Wuthering Waves community just doesn't land, like, at all. In fact, it kind of just makes everyone angry, which I really don't want to be doing. Anyways, I think that's everything I wanted to say. Overall, 1.0 Wuthering Waves, very bad game. 2.0, a lot better, but still falls flat to my expectations. So nice try for sure on Kuro Games' part, but unfortunately I think they will have to go back to the drawing board on this one,